What's up, guys? It is Rayshawn and Huge, and we are the Unscripted Real Artists. And today we are putting a spotlight on our fave, Chad Michael Murray, aka the
The
Chad,
Chad.
BKA Mr. Light Skin Squint.
Yo. Oh. Y'all can't
And
tell me that he don't do the light skin swing. He has it
so
down
we're gonna
pat, okay?
hello. Listen, I literally told her that, and now she's trying to take
No, no, no,
credit
no,
for
no, no.
what
I'm
I
not taking
said
credit
because
for it.
she didn't
I'm saying
realize.
because here's the thing. We were talking about the light skin squint. She pointed out that he does the light skin squint. And then I'm like, actually, you're not
He
wrong.
does.
You're not wrong. He does do the light skin squint. She's totally right. I'm not taking credit for it.
But
She
you want to
said
know
it.
what's crazy is that. But you want to know what's crazy? I think that because his eyes are already naturally small. I think that's a natural thing. I think he either
I
has
think
astigmatism and he ain't got the right contact
I
in,
think the sun's just always in
or
his eyes or
something.
something, and that's why he's squinting. So
So he's just
it's
like,
like
"You're funny."
that, or he's always analyzing, you know, this inquisitive. Like this, I'm sorry.
Okay, so so let's get into our first introductions of Chad Michael Murray. So my first introduction to Michael Murray was in One Tree Hill,
Mm-hmm.
right? This was when Chad was the boy that the girls wanted, and the girls were fighting over him. Okay, that era.
He,
And by girls, we already know what girls we talking about. The Disney girls. Okay? The Disney girls was really clawing over this man. It was a knock if you buck energy. I want the man. I want the Chad. Rah, rah, rah. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
But, um, what was your first introduction of Chad Michael Murray?
I I didn't watch One Tree Hill growing up, but I do remember the commercials and seeing him in the commercials
Mm
for One Tree Hill. And this was back when the CW was still the
hmm. Mm hmm.
WB.
Yeah.
And I was just
Was
like, oh
popping.
he cute. I don't know who he is, but he cute or whatever, you know. But the first thing I had
He
really,
cute. Mm
I think
hmm.
the first thing I had really seen him in was probably Freaky Friday. To be honest, I'm pretty sure it's
Yeah.
like the first thing I
Yeah.
ever saw him in, and yeah,
Yeah, because Freaky Friday came out in
yeah,
2003,
and the first
and
episode of
then
One
it
Tree
was
Hill
Cinderella Story
also
in '04.
'03 as well. So that was the first thing I ever
Yeah,
saw him in.
'03. Yeah, yeah. And then after those two movies and stuff, I saw him in Alicia Keys' Unthinkable slash I'm Ready music video, and I was like, is that the Chad? Is
Indeed,
that
it
the
was the Chad.
Chad?
Indeed, it was.
Is that him? And it was. And I was just like, oh, okay. I see you, Alicia Keys. I see you, my girl.
Right.
Um, and then it was a movie that I actually watched. What was it, yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
Is this the movie? Oh no. I saw that on Netflix. Christmas Cupid with Christina Milian. Remember when I was telling you I was watching all the Christmas movies
Right.
but this was last year when I seen it. But it was on Netflix last year. I think it's still on there.
Is
But it
that the
came out in
one? Because
2010.
I
I
think
didn't
you
see
were
it until
telling me
last
about
year.
this. Is this the one with the dead girl, or is it something else?
Yeah, she was
Is it?
she
She's like a
was she
Right. Yeah, you did. You were telling me about this one. You were watching it, and I was like
yeah.
on the side or whatever.
Yeah.
And her client, she's like a publicist or whatever, and her client dies,
Yeah.
and she's like trying, and then the ghost of her
Uh-huh.
client is trying to help her get with old boy. Okay, I do remember that
Yeah,
one.
yeah. And then in that movie, that was when I told you about the light skin squint because I was like, why
Yes,
he doing a light skin squint? And then I showed
the
you.
lights get squint.
It's all coming back to
Oh
him.
God.
Period. And then I know he was in Fruitvale Station
Yeah.
as an officer.
I'm still not ready.
Um,
I'm still not prepared to watch that movie. I'm not. I know I'm not.
girl, it's gonna take a minute. It's gonna take a minute.
I got to work myself up
Then I
to it,
saw him
man.
in Medea. Then I saw him in a Medea Christmas. That was actually a great feature for him. I liked him in that movie. It was real nice, real cute.
Mhm.
Um, and after
That's
that,
right. He was an He
I
was an
think
Agent Carter. Wait, hold on. Cuz which by the way, I'm still mad that they canceled Agent
she
Carter.
remember and stuff.
Sorry. I didn't mean
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't trying to cut you off. I was just like talking to
No, you're
myself.
good. You good. You good. You good. You good.
Jack Thompson. What who was this character? I don't remember this character cuz it's been
Cause
a
now
while
you're
since the
remembering.
show came out. Who was he? I don't remember. Oh yeah, he was. I got excited. I'm gonna tell you this. I did get excited when I saw him on there. I'm like, oh my god, it's. I don't even remember his at the time. I don't think I remembered his name, but I'm like, is that one dude from that one show on WB or whatever? Right?
Yo.
I couldn't remember his name. I think, but yeah, I think he was, and I think if I'm not mistaken, he this I could be wrong. This particular character was supposed to be like her love interest, like alternate love interest on the
Mm-hmm.
show. I was kind of here for it because
Yeah.
Haley Atwell
Yeah.
and him standing next to each other was
A sight to see.
they look cute together. Hold on, Agent Carter. Let me clarify. Let me clarify. Let me go in right
Oh Lord.
because the show takes place in like the 1940s ish maybe, or no,
Right.
1950s ish, right? So he has that look. So he has like the suspenders and like the whole the swoop thing that's like that was like common in that time period. Let me just
Mm-hmm.
let me pause. Let me show you the look. It works for him. That look works for him.
Oh, okay, Chad.
Exactly. The look. It's a look for him, right? Hold on. Let me just show you. Like, just hold on. Wait. There we go. See, like those. It's a look for him. It's a look for him. And I think he was, and I if I remember correctly, he was
It
putting the
works. It
Riz
works for
and the
him.
Mac on Agent Carter, but I'm not 100% sure. Hold on.
He may have what that had do.
And we know, we know the girls were watching him. Okay, hold on. Let me see. I'm like trying to. Ooh, because I don't think he was a traitor or anything like that. I think he was actually a legit like a good guy, but he ended up dying early, and I was mad. I was upset about it because I was like, I wanted to see him more. You know.
While she's searching, I just want to say that the Chad has done a lot of things the last couple years. They've been like quick little um they weren't really doing a lot of press for some of these movies is what I realized. So for a long time I thought that he wasn't acting. It was just like an open window where he just wasn't acting anymore, I felt like. Um, but it turns out that the lie detector tested that that was a lie because according to IMDb, um, he's worked for a plethora of years off and on. So he's been doing stuff. Like I don't see anything in '07 or anything like that. Maybe he just took a break. but '07 to
Oh
'08,
wow.
I don't see anything. But well, to '09, but from 2010 to now,
Oh
he's been
no.
working
I
consistently.
don't know if I could look at him right.
What happened?
He plays he I don't know if this is a
Ted
TV
Bundy?
movie or what, but he plays Ted Bundy in a Ted Bundy film, and I'm like,
Yeah, I know.
they picked the right
I
guy
saw
because
that, and I
Ted
didn't
Bundy
watch
was
it.
supposed to be like an attractive guy to,
Handsome.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
to each his own. I
yeah.
don't necessarily agree with that assessment based on the pictures of Ted Bundy, but in any case, apparently he was a bunch of ladies types because that's why he got so many victims. But they picked the right guy. You know, Chad Michael Murray is a good looking dude. You know, and he can act. So I don't know if I want to watch it though because I don't
So here's what I gathered from trying to watch. Um, what series was I watching?
the Jeffrey Dahmer show on Netflix.
Okay, here's what I gathered from watching parts of the Dahmer series. And I got a good footing in the series. If you know that it's going to, in some way, shape, or form, trigger you and the events aren't happening to you, don't watch it. Don't watch it. Because it just made my skin crawl. It made me nauseous.
Because it's like I
And
have no trouble
yeah,
with
I just couldn't.
serial killer type documentaries and stuff. I mean, I took a whole class in college that was just about serial killers. It's a fascinating
Yeah,
subject from
yeah.
a strictly academic perspective, but then when you turn it into
Uh-huh.
like a a film where it's like things are being reenacted and stuff like that outside
Fantasy
of
or
like a strictly
something.
academic perspective, that's when it kind of I don't
Mm,
know if that's something I can mentally
it just
handle,
rubs me the wrong way.
you know, because
Yeah,
it
that's
adds
the
a
part
little
where I'm just
like
like,
weirdness
okay.
to it, especially when it comes to almost glorifying what they're doing, you know, which I feel is
Yeah.
what
It almost
the
turns
Dahmer
it
show
into
did.
like
Which, of course, if you haven't seen that video, make sure you go
but
look at that video.
it almost turns it into like a fantasy for people.
Right,
You know what
and
I'm saying? Almost like, oh, look at the other side of him. He's hot, he's this, he's that. And that,
it's kind of like
oh,
a
I'm telling
situation,
y'all
and
right
that's
now.
the thing that bothers me and disturbed me about the Dahmer one was like it's kind of like, you know how people say uh separate the man from the music kind of thing in regards to certain people. It's
Oh,
kind of like that where it's like if it kind of gives the vibe of like separate the man from the heinous murders that he committed.
the
Like,
murders.
yeah,
Right.
we get it. He was still human, and you're trying because again, intention has a lot to do with it. Where it's like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
are you trying to show that this person was did some heinous things and is also human, and human beings are also capable, any human being is also capable of heinous crimes? Or are you trying to humanize him to
Mm-hmm.
where it's like sympathy for the devil kind of thing? You feel me? And that's
Right.
where I have a problem. I
Hello.
wonder if he did an interview
You and I
about this,
both.
because I would love to know the Chad's uh perspective on doing that role.
And you want to know what's crazy is this may very well had just been something that he's like, okay, I want to know the inside of the mind of the person. Of course, I can't speak for the man because I don't know the man. I don't know what he was thinking at the time. But I don't know, man. For me, I just couldn't see myself going for a role like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I just couldn't see myself going for a role like that or thinking, oh, yeah, I need to get back in the game. This is going to put me on top and whatever, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I need people to see my face again, blah, blah, blah. That kind of whole shebang. But
Mm-hmm.
regardless of the Ted Bundy thing, he's still a phenomenal actor. Still love the Chad. Um, we want to work with the Chad one day.
Yeah.
And we will work with the Chad one day.
Yeah.
Light skin squinting off.
Light skin
We're working
squinting
with that
off.
man. Um, um, we hope you guys like this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to see Hughton do some artwork of the Chad, that would be a nice thing to see.
That's an idea. That
Um,
is an idea.
she may very well be getting she may very well be getting back on YouTube on her own channel. But in the meantime, in between time while we are staying posted, make sure you guys go over to her channel, follow her, check out all her past works, and maybe she'll post soon. Maybe she'll do a little short or something, something. Give you guys a little taste of something.
Right.
Um, but yeah, we'll catch y'all guys in the next video.
Peace.
Peace.